Hello, grade 8 students, and welcome back to a new English lesson. Our lesson today is 4E, Speak and Write, Part 2, Student Book page 55 plus Workbook page 59 and 60. By the end of this lesson, guys, you will be able to identify the main parts of a story, complete 4 sentences using different linking words, speak fluently about a story happened to 2 boys while diving, compose 3 well-organized paragraphs about a story happened to 2 boys while diving. To start with, my grade students, look at these 2 pictures. What do you think of each of the following water sports? Do you like them or you dislike them? Alright, you might say, I find swimming or scuba diving interesting. That means I like it. You might also say, it's nothing special. That means I don't like both of them. So if you say I don't like both of them, that means they're not special to you. Now, look at this text. What do we call this type of writing? Alright, is this an email? And why? If it's not an email, so what type of writing is it? Wonderful. Of course, this is not an email, this is a story. Good job. So, how to write a story? Pay attention to the tip. Try to organize your story in paragraphs using the plan. However, sometimes you may not be able to follow it strictly. You may, for example, need to introduce a character or change the setting in the main part. One more point, read through the plan of writing a story in the next slide. Complete the writing plan in the workbook page 59. Now let's have a look at the plan. Your student book, please, page 55, exercise B. Guys, the plan is a very important stage before starting writing a story. When you write a story, don't forget that you should write in paragraphs. The first paragraph is called the introduction or the beginning. In here, you should describe the setting of the story. When did it happen? Where did it happen? How was the weather? Etc. Also, don't forget to introduce the main characters. Mention their names, their age, and their nationality. The main part is the second paragraph. The second paragraph, you should mention more specific details. Mention what happened, what the characters saw, heard, did, said, etc. And of course, don't forget to express their feelings and how they felt. A very important point when we write a story, your story should be written in the past because it's a past experience. Past tenses such as past simple, past progressive, and of course, don't forget to present the events in your story in a logical order. That means mention what happened in the right order. One more important point, using linking words to join your ideas, such as and, or, but, because, however, and so on. On the other side, you need to use some time sequence words, such as when, while, as, before, after, that, after that, after a while, till, until, during, and so on. If you're going to speak about contrast in your story, like 2 opposite or 2 different ideas, you need to use the word but or however. If there is a result or consequence in your story, try to use so that, such that, So, for this reason, as a result, cause and effect reasons, you can, of course, use the word because. So if you're talking about a reason or a cause, what did this happen? Why did it happen? You need to use the word because. Expressions and phrases that might be very useful in your writing. They're going to make your writing more interesting. Try using some of them, such as all of a sudden, suddenly, fortunately, unfortunately. To my surprise, I couldn't believe my eyes. I held my breath. Without thinking, I didn't think twice. I couldn't wait to. Adjectives are going to make your story more interesting and easy to be understood to your readers. Don't forget to use adjectives such as frightened, shocked, upset, relieved, excited, etc. Last paragraph is a conclusion. In the conclusion, of course, you should sum up what happened in the story, describe what happened, and how the characters felt. This is a very important point in your writing. Please don't forget to think and make a good plan before starting writing a story. Now, open your student book, page 55, exercise C. In this task, you should join the pairs of sentences 1 to 4 using the linking words phrases in the books. Make any necessary changes. More than one answer may be correct. Please pause the video for a while. First, read the words in the books, which we call linking words. Then, try your best answering the task. Get back when you're done, please. Alright, guys. 1. Peter saw a bear in the woods. He started running. Good job. We should say as soon as or when Peter saw a bear in the woods, he started running. 2. I was watching TV. The fire alarm went off. Great job. While or as I was watching TV, the fire alarm went off. 3. I was exhausted. I fell asleep immediately. Good job. I was so exhausted that I fell asleep immediately. Last one. Tina didn't revise for the history test. She failed it. Perfect. Tina didn't revise for the history test, so she failed it. Great job, everyone. It's speaking time, guys. Here, you should go to the speaking activity on page 61. Look at this picture. What do you think our speaking task is going to be about? Great job. Of course, this is scuba diving. It is going to be about scuba diving. Wonderful. Now open your student book, page 61, for E, exercise A. In here, you should work in groups of 3. Look at the pictures, A to G, which show what happened to Billy and James. The pictures are mixed up. Put them in order and make up a story using the prompts given. Then think of an interesting ending. Please pause the video for a while. Look at all the pictures and all the information in here and try to order them. Get back when you're done, please. Alright, guys. Let's read out what is written in here. It's written, it was a warm summer morning. As soon as they were so amazed, a few minutes later, they decided, while they, then, when the boys, fortunately or unfortunately, let's read what is written in here. Go scuba diving. Put on scuba diving gear. Underwater camera. Dive. Water. Sea. Tropical fish. Take photo. See entrance to underwater cave. Go inside, explore. Discover wooden treasure chest. Swim and boat. Tie rope around chest. Pull up boat. Open chest. Fall off. So, after reading these helpful phrases and words, so what do you think the right ordering is? Great job. The first one is E, which is going to be A. Then B is going to be the same B. Next. Great job. D is going to be the third one. C is going to be 4. A is going to be E. F is staying the same. And G is staying the same. So this is the right ordering from A to G of the story. Great job, everyone. You should now tell your story to the class and listen to the other group's stories. Use the prompts given when narrating your story. At the end, you should decide and vote for the best ending to the story. Here is a model answer for you, or a suggested one. I liked the second group's ending the best because it made me laugh. Now open your workbook page 59. Here, we're going to start making our story's plan. First, you should mention where did the story take place. Right, it's in the sea. When? Right, you can say last summer. Who are the main characters? Perfect, it's Billy and James. Good job. Now let's have a look at the main part. What happened? That's right. Billy and James decided to go scuba diving. Next, they took their scuba diving equipment and got into Billy's dad's boat. Then, they put on their scuba diving gear and dived into the water. Then, how did the characters feel? Of course, amazed, happy, surprised. You can add more adjectives if you are interested in that. What did the characters do, see, and say? Right, you can say an entrance to underwater cave, a wooden treasure chest. Great job, everyone. Part of the conclusion. What happened in the end? They took the chest to the police, right? How did the characters feel? Wonderful. They were so excited. Now, please don't forget that in the draft, you should put the small details together, form your ideas into complete sentences, give the readers enough information to picture the place, use linking words to link your ideas, check spelling, grammar, and punctuation. Here is a sample answer for you. Let's read it out together. It was a nice summer morning, and Billy and James decided to go scuba diving. They took their scuba diving equipment and got into Billy's dad's boat. As soon as they arrived, they put on their scuba diving gear and dived into the water. As they were swimming, they saw a tropical fish. They were amazed. It was so beautiful that they started taking photos of it. Suddenly, they saw an entrance to an underwater cave. At first, they looked at each other because they were scared. But then, they decided to go inside and explore it. While they were swimming in the cave, James discovered a wooden treasure chest. They were surprised. They had to find a way to take it to their boat. They tied a rope around the chest and started swimming back to the boat. Then, they pulled it up to the boat. When the boys opened the chest, they couldn't believe their eyes. It was full of gold coins. They didn't know what to do. They decided to take the chest to the police. The police thanked them because they had discovered a really important treasure. The boys were so excited. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Have a great day.